sometimes the forest doesn't whisper, it simply watches. This week, by the flowing waters by the creek, we were reminded that the hairy man isn't always a roar in the dark or a shadow on the road. Sometimes he is simply presence. A family once found him this way, standing near as they played, saying nothing, doing nothing, only curious. His silence was not a threat, but witness. And later, his own descendant would walk the same path, touched by the same mysterious encounters, as if the lineage of guardianship continues through generations. Today, I invite you to listen not just with your ears, but with your heart. The stories you're about to hear are not of monsters, but of watchers, guardians, and kin from the deep places of the earth. So we're back on Hairy Man Road. This is where all the sightings happen around here. Literally.
We are.
Literally. So many sightings over the years on this road. Whew.
No fire. No fire.
It's too hot now. Yep.
Time of year, way too hot now for a fire, so we're just going to do cold drinks now. Cold drinks.
So this is the perfect spot to talk about an encounter story I've read from this guy who wrote into the AYR, the Australian Yowie research team. Now it sounds like him and his family have had multiple encounters, like spanning back many, many years. And the stories from his father are that 25,000 years ago, their people migrated down from Papua New Guinea when there was no water between our lands. And when they got here, they said they met with what they called at the time the ghost people, because they see the hairy man as not actually a physical being. They say it's more like a spirit being. That's how they see hairy man. Now, his dad had an encounter as a young boy on a creek just like this. He heard footsteps coming along the creek bed. Him and his 11 other brothers and sisters were shooting cans for fun, because that's what they did when they lived out on country. And he said he turned around to see where the footsteps were coming from, and he saw this big, huge, I think he said 11 foot tall, off-white hairy man. And he said the eyes were the size of golf balls, and what he remarked was that the eyes were like really human eyes. He didn't do anything, the hairy man, he didn't say anything. It just looked like he was curious at what the kids were up to. He said he was missing big tufts of hair, like he'd just been in possibly a territorial fight. Now, the guy that was reporting this story for his father had his own encounter out, again, camping, and he said he just didn't feel right. Everything was quiet, even though his family were there, friends were there. Something just felt off, and that night he heard a big crack of wood, and he looked over, he used his 55-inch light, whatever they use out for hunting, I think, and he said there was this huge hairy man trying to hide behind the bush. And he said his brother screamed in fear, and he said he's never heard a man scream like that from fear in his entire life. His son was with him, his little boy, and apparently he was just sort of frozen, staring at the hairy man with tears coming down his face. But the hairy man didn't do anything either, he said. And I think his friends never spoke to him again after that.
Why'd they not speak to him? Because...
I think they were upset that they were put in the position that happened.
What, they were with him?
He'd invited them there for dinner.
Okay, out in the bush.
Yeah.
They have a feed.
So they
go out in the bush to have a feed. He invited his mates and...
Yeah, his Kiwi friends, he said.
Ah, kia ora.
They were not impressed.
Well...
But the interesting thing is, as scary as I know it is, and it would be, seeing something like that, he didn't harm them, he didn't hurt them. Again, I think he was just curious. They're curious, especially when people are getting together, having a laugh around fire and food, and they actually enjoy that. So the humans didn't enjoy that.
Well, yeah, it's a bit strange that the mates pissed off and never come back. Like, that's a bit
Probably
weird.
just fear, like total
Yeah, but it's not his fault. It's not like he went, I'll take him out to fucking meet the hairy man, you know, like...
True.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's cool. I'm alright with it.
I mean...
Yeah, but in New Zealand, they don't even have snakes.
Really?
Yeah, no snakes. Yeah.
Wow, we should move to New Zealand. Oh, not that I'm too worried. We saw a snake on the way here. Oh, I did. Slithering off. I've never had a drama with
Yeah, I
snake.
missed it.
You missed it?
Yeah.
Those birds, I thought were children laughing when we first got here. I absolutely thought, oh, there's people here. Because I can hear kids playing. But we've wanted to come to this creek for a while. It's quite magical, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a nice little spot. It's
Like, wow.
a very little meandering creek. It's not too hectic.
No.
You know what I mean? Like after last week.
Last week, my nerves are still recovering, actually. I cannot be here. This actually feels good. In our last location, I actually felt really uneasy to the point where I said, look, can we just go? I do not feel great here at all. But it feels good here.
Yeah, it's a lot more open.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not deep into the bush, but...
I mean, we are sort of under bush trees here with spiders, but I don't think the spiders will...
No, lovely she oaks, river she oaks.
Yeah, they're nice.
And
they're lovely.
yeah, beautiful river she oaks and a paper bark here and tea tree. There's a few tea tree along here as well.
Oh,
it's a beautiful little spot.
It is.
Yeah, but I just wanted to show you also, when I got here, I found another...
Oh my God.
Another mussel. All right, another little...
Wow.
Another little freshwater mussel, you know what I mean? And but look at the size difference.
They're much smaller than last week.
Look at the size difference. Well, the other ones were like that.
They were huge.
You know what I mean? And that's the difference between coming where it's more open and accessible to the further in spots. You're getting that, mate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Untouched. You're getting, you know, a different... You're getting a different... how can I put it? Just less like farmed or less eaten or less hunted for or less collected, you know what I mean? Like in these more accessible areas, obviously the...
Do you think people would come here for mussels?
No.
I can't say that either.
No, I wouldn't think they would, but no. But there's little fish, you know what I mean? Beautiful little gudgeons.
Oh yeah, there's lots of fish.
Yeah, little tiny freshwater gudgeons. They are. Oh, beautiful dragonflies.
Oh, bright red dragonfly.
Like it's a beautiful little environment down here.
Butterfly.
You know,
Dragonfly.
the water's running.
It is. It's really magical.
Running, so
Quite
you know
beautiful.
that movement creates oxygen in the.
Did you have a look for any prints when you found your?
Well, it was too.
It looks dry, even though it rained.
Well, it's not that. It's more. It's more that there's cattle.
Okay.
Right,
Yep.
the cattle around
Yeah, because there's
in
no
these
fences.
areas,
Yep.
and there's no like sandbanks. You know what I mean? Sandbanks. They're more rocky.
Slight one over there.
Yeah, but it's hammered by.
Okay.
It's been hammered by,
Not gonna see
by
prints
cattle
then.
come in
Yeah.
and drink and there's no way I can see.
Yep.
And yet again, same as with the
Butterfly.
same again as last week's with the snap tree thing.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you.
Where?
Well, it's I can't see any right from here, but
okay.
what I'm saying is if the water rushes through here really quick during flood season, it does a lot of damage to the trees and it snaps them off. You know what I mean?
A stomp. Now, could be cattle. I don't know.
Well, no, cattle. You're not going to
can't
hear
see
a
any.
stomp from cattle, like,
Oh, okay.
unless it's a raging bull. I don't know.
There's a stomp up there.
This cattle might stomp. Don't know, but there's no cattle here at the moment. There's,
No, there's not. And it was just one random stomp,
you know what I mean, like.
which we've heard quite a few times when we go out. Just a random stomp.
Yeah, last week there was a noise that we captured, and you know, unsure of what it was. Like,
Well, the first noise sounded like a definite knock on wood, and the second noise couldn't quite tell what that was.
yeah, I couldn't tell. Like, I couldn't quite hear. There was something, but I couldn't distinguish what it was. I couldn't distinguish what it was. It was I don't know.
Yep.
There's no point trying to explain something I can't explain, I guess.
No, I just know I felt really uneasy there. I picked up a couple of, on our way out, I snapped a couple of, I screenshotted from the footage at the end, and there was two cryptid looking beings on that. That's in our community posts on this platform on YouTube.
Cryptid beings. Now, cryptid beings. Now, what? A little more on cryptid beings. What's cryptid being?
Good question. I think cryptid is the name we've given creatures that we don't know anything about, really. You know, I was listening to this guy. Actually, it was it was a 911 call. This guy rang. He said, look, I've just seen a guy on the side of the road. He looks like he's all bloody. While he's talking, you hear this thump in his truck, and he starts screaming, "That's not human! That's not human!" And they actually went and interviewed this guy, and he said this thing just looked like a skull, like a skeleton with skin taut across its face, like it didn't have proper eyes or a mouth or anything, and he was fucking terrified. And it sounds terrifying. He said it was tall and skinny with no proper features. That sort of thing, I think, is what people would call a cryptid. Some people class hairy man as a cryptid. I don't personally, but I get why they do.
Well,
funny looking beings that we just don't bloody know about, really.
Well, you know, like you know, if the like, you know, that old man's story about, you know, the history and the beliefs of the hairy man being a creature that can transverse physical and spiritual. You know what I mean? Like, they believed a lot in the spiritual realm, that that, you know what I mean, and they're connected to that spiritual realm
Yeah.
a lot more than me anyway.
I love that. I like that.
Yeah, I'm
That's how I see them. They're a bit of both.
yeah, I'm a shocker. I'm just hopeless, you know what I mean, like, but you know, hearing that the stories of you know, people in past, you know what I mean, like ancestors from past, seeing and you know, like there must have been something there for these stories to be carried down and down and down and down and down through history and time and
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like,
It's not made up from nothing.
well, generally where there's smoke, you know what they say,
Exactly.
generally where there's smoke there's fire. But
Yeah.
you know, my point being is that without the view of the modern world, right, without the view of the modern world, if I'm looking at it simply as I don't know anything about the modern world, I'm seeing what I'm seeing. I can only go, well, if it's fading in and out or it's just disappearing and
Yeah.
you know, I can only assume it's going to the spiritual realm, you know what I mean, like,
Yep.
I can understand
There's so many butterflies here. Wow.
I can understand the like, because there's the Wangina too, which is another being that transverses the spiritual and the physical realm, you know what I mean, like, and
Never heard of that.
you know, they're another incarnation of a being that, you know, but you know, we in the modern world simply sort of just go, nah, it's, you know, it's a physical realm.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's, if you can't see it, it's not fucking here. Doesn't exist, you know, like, and we've shut down, closed-minded to maybe there could possibly be something there. You know what I mean? I'm not saying there is, but, you know, my point is that, you know, that view's been taken that there is since the dawn of mankind. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I guess it's that, it's like that age-old question, really. You know, like, does it exist or doesn't it exist? Unless I've got it in my hand physically, it doesn't exist. You know, it's that sort of question of could I possibly, conceive that there might be more than what I know?
Well, especially as science has now proven, we only see something like 0.0001% of reality with our physical eyes. That's
God, I'm not seeing reality.
basically, well, we're seeing the 0.00% of it is what they're saying.
Well, I don't know about that. Like, I'm seeing what I'm seeing. It's all here.
Well,
like,
that's right. So how do you know what you're not seeing?
Yeah, but there's that question there is that question of how do you know? Well, you don't, but
These dragonflies are like fluoro colour. Fluoro. Oh.
it's magic. It's a magic time of year, the spring, coming into summer. It really livens up these environments. All right. So this morning, before we came, oh yeah, look at that. I picked some fresh mulberries. Look at them, absolutely on fire. I'm going to lay down some fresh mulberries just as a gift for anything out there that might like a little feed of fresh mulberries. So I'll put them just over here. Put them just here. There we go, look at that. Fuck yeah.
Did you bring Thumpy?
Oh yeah, Thumpy's always... Oh, righto. Oh mate, Thumpy. Okay, I've got him out. I'm just going to give it a crack on this wood here and just see. Wee, ants.
No, great big horsefly.
Oh yeah, they're
Because I'm standing near poo, I think.
yeah, no, near water. They hang around water. All right. Oh, that's better. Ooh, that travels down the creek.
Yeah, it
I can
does.
hear that. Now, it is strange, but we often hear noises that I don't hear now, but when you play it back, you can sometimes hear
Yeah, it's
some
weird.
very distinct, obvious
Yep.
noises. Hang on, I'll just try again.
Yep.
Just, yeah. Ooh. Ooh, that's cool.
There it is.
There it is, there's that noise. Oh, there's that noise again.
That was my tummy.
Beautiful spot. Beautiful spot. Right.
The hairy man is not just a figure of fear or legend. He is a mirror of our own forgotten wildness. By the creek, in the quiet, he reminded us that curiosity can be sacred and presence itself can be protection. These stories are not endings, they are invitations to see the forest differently, to feel into the guardians who walk beside us unseen, and to remember that we are never truly alone in these ancient lands. If this touched your heart, I invite you to journey deeper with us. Subscribe, share your own encounter in the comments or by email, and let's continue uncovering the mysteries together. The forest still has more to say.